Hello friends, welcome to my channel again, the blind followers. I saw this video and I love this video, and I like this man so much, so I choose to bring it to your way today. So let's watch it together. I will not be talking much of this, so let's ride in.
Or the Dutch Roman law, they told us at that time that there is something called sex against the order of nature. Has nature changed? So we must be very slow to personalize laws. We must be very slow. And these arguments that they bring about bills relating to LGBTQ, they'll never say them to the Arabs. They'll never go to Kuwait. They'll never go to Bahrain. They'll never go to Brunei. They'll never go to Saudi Arabia. They'll never go to Indonesia to tell them. It is Africans who they think are tails to be wagged. So on this issue, the government of the Uganda and the people of Uganda, I am with them 100%. There is no freedom outside of the law.
How do you balance the decision or right to choose?
Choose what? The choice must be limited according to the mores of a different community. And in any event, should we be talking about LGBTQ when we have no food on the table? And the danger, including with you journalists, is that now when you interview people, you have your own position that you want to impose on us. We refuse. United Nations Human Rights Council, is it some god? Is it not a body that is composed of human beings who have created a body where some are permanent members and some are not permanent members? Remember, in matters of morality, numbers don't matter. It is the mores. You may disagree with me, but I'm telling you without batting an eyelid and unapologetically that some of us oppose LGBTQ, and you who are anchors, I'm now telling you, because I've seen it with other anchors from other parts of the world, you have a position and you want to impose on us. We refuse. Yours is to midwife, to ensure that my views, if others have a different view, you go and interview them. But from where I sit, I oppose LGBTQ with every ounce in my life.
Including that they must be killed?
Who said they must be killed?
Ugandan
No, there is nobody who has said that they must. I want you to read the law. They have not said that. Nobody has said that.
Finally, I'm looking forward to deliver the lecture. I know you don't want to get into the content of the letter, but there's also people in South Africa who are saying, because the EFF took a stand and called President Museveni not to sign this homosexuality bill into law, how can they invite you?
You know, it is tragic that we are living in a world where there is a competition of ideas. And then you are telling people, only invite people who think like you think. I find that intellectually insulting. I know many people, many friends with whom I do not share views on many things. But when we disagree in an agreeable manner. If you are inviting people, you want to associate with people who think the way you are, then that is the unanimity of the grave and the graveyard on the cemetery, and that is unfortunate. Democracy is a competition of ideas, and I don't impose your ideas on you, and you don't impose your ideas on me. Those who think like that really are people who defy definition.
You know, this is why I say I like this man, you know. People like this, these are the kind of people we need in Africa continent to be heads of positions, you know, to be leaders, to be presidents, governors, ministers, you know. These are the kind of people we need. Not these ones parading themselves around in Africa continent, calling themselves a president or ministers or prime ministers or whatever you know. Those ones we have back home doing all sort of fighting for power, like as if it's like oxygen. Like if they are not in power, their life will end. Those are not leaders. Leaders that only all they can do is to molest their own citizens, you know, or treat their citizens so badly, you know, brutally, like cracking down on them, like anyone that does not believe or stand with them or agree to their ways of governing. Those are not leaders. Those are not leaders. Leaders that when it comes to molestation of their own citizen, they are so powerful, they are so mighty, you know. But when it comes to fighting for the country or fighting for the continent, like when men like their age mates, even younger than them in other countries like US, France, Germany, Belgium, China, or whatever, when their ministers and president are showing a force of power, they shiver like a wet rat, because they have no say. They don't have any power. They're all puppets, you know. So these people we have back home as leaders, they're all puppets. All the power they have is to molest their own citizens, make their own citizens suffer, make them remain in abject poverty. That is all they have. That is the only power they fight for. This is all they use it for, just to molest their own citizens. Meanwhile, when men, which is like president of other countries, when it comes to a competition within countries, they are left beside. Like, even put them in some you know, buses for whenever they are going to visit in so-called abroad or whatever, to visit their fellow president. They are treated like nobody. But when they are back home, oh, they walk like demigod, you know, molesting their own citizens. Those are not leaders. Those are cowards. They're not leaders. Sorry to say if I've used any aggressive or foul words, but these people, they're not worth to refer to or called leaders. But people like this man, Professor Lumumba, these are men that are supposed to be heads of our firm, like president and ministers or what have you. Not these people, not this one walking around parading themselves as leaders or whatever. They are not leaders. They are not. They're just puppets that all they care about is just money, you know. And what they are stealing, they are stealing so stupidly, because if your country is not growing, even though if you want to steal, you steal little compared to countries that are so huge. They're still big. They're still across the whole world, across continents. Just like the way Americans, China, or whatever, they are coming to Africa to just, you know, take our resources. Why? Because they have the mind to go across continent to do things of which our leaders are blind to see. They are all blind leaders. They don't see far. They are so blind and backward. So this I'm going to leave with my fellow people. So keep the comment in the comment section. Like my channel, subscribe, share, and please always do the right thing, because it always pays, you know. It only takes time, but it pays. Okay, so I leave you all here. So thanks for watching and peace out.